Tonight we have the wonderful news of more Visa Starfrost lore from Age of Overlord. Now, I said I was going to take a break, but this is more important than anything, and we're going to have a break coming up anyways. So let's take a look at them. We have a total of 7 brand new cards, so let's get right into it. First off, we have Visa Samsara. It's a level 4 light farrier tuner effect, 1500 attack, 2100 defense, and you can only use a second effect of this card once per turn. This card is also treated as Visa Starfrost while on the field or graveyard. So we have another one, and this one actually helps you summon out Vicious Astrolabe, which I really do like. You can target a number of Visa monsters on your field or graveyard and banish, return them into the deck, then special summon this card from your hand. And it increases this card's attack by 400 times the number of types returned to the deck this way. This card on the field can also be treated as a non-tuner monster for a synchro summon. This card is really good for no reason. Next up, we have the big bad Vita Upanishad. It is a level 12 dark pendulum effect, 0 attack, 4000 defense, and scales of 0. Let's get into this. I know this card's a little crazy. Pendulum effect, once per chain, if a monster is destroyed, place 3 counters on this card. This card's pendulum scale is increased by the number of counters on this card. You can remove 12 counters from this card, special summon this card. Okay, free level 12 summon. That's absolutely fine. Monster effect cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned with this card's pendulum effect. You can only special summon Vita Upanishad once per turn. Once per turn, if your opponent special summons the monsters from the extra deck, you can manage 12 cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard face down. It becomes the end phase of this turn. During your standby phase, return this card to the hand, then you can special summon 1 Vita monster that is banished or from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Banishing 12 cards face down is very powerful, and honestly, this could be a card used in Kashtira maybe. So we'll have to see that on that. But it might be very useful in Manadimian as well. Next up, we have this fun card being Tearlament. It's Tearlament Synchro, and it is based off of Tearlament. It's Manadimian Trullo or Trilo Sukatu. Level 6 light tuner synchro effect. It's also a fairy. 2300 attack, 1300 defense. Takes 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner monsters. You can use each effect of this card once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can target 2 level 2 tuner monsters in your graveyard. Special summon it, but negate its effects. So you get to summon out a level 2 tuner monster from your graveyard, which is very good. It's a light card, it's a light monster, so you can go into Visa's the synchro monster that's in Duelist Nexus. You can target any number of tuner monsters you control. Their levels become 2, and you can only special summon synchro monsters from the extra deck this turn. This card's really good for being a level 6, so there's that. Now let's get into the spell cards. We have this lovely card of New World LG. Normal spell card. You add 1 Vita monster from your deck to your hand, so I'm gonna suspect that there's gonna be more Vita monsters to come. If a tuner's you control is destroyed by battle or an effect while this card is in your graveyard, and the Visa Starfrost is on your field, you can banish this card, then target one of those monsters, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of New World LG once per turn. Honestly, it's alright, it searches out Vita, so that's good on its own. Next up, we have New World Hymn. It's a quick play spell card, and as we can see, Vita and Starfrost are both battling it out. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Target 1 monster you control and 1 effect monster your opponent controls. Destroy a monster and negate the effects of your opponent's monster until the end turn. Then, if you control a Visa Starfrost monster, you can also destroy it. So, very good card right off the bat. And if you control a Vita monster card, you can banish this card from your graveyard during your main phase. Destroy 1 monster you control. And these cards are actually very good in Manadimian, so it's basically Manadimian support. Also Tearlament support when you think about it. Next up, we have Sharva Sarga. It is a normal trap card, and we could see Visas being pushed into Nuclear World or Clear New World. So this is him being sent back and rewinding time, because Veda was the one that sent him back in time and split all of his egos apart. And you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Excuse me. If Visa Starfrost is on the field, target one effect monster on the field, shuffle that effect monster to the deck, but during the end phase of this turn, that monster's owner can add one monster from their deck to their hand with a different type and a level lower than that returned monster's level rank link. If a Veda monster is special summoned while this card is in the graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Recyclable, one of trap card instantly, and honestly, I really like it. And finally, we have Veda looking at all the versions of Starfrost, as he might be the Keeper of Time. So let's take a look at it. We have Lorca Samsara, normal trap card. You can only activate each effect of this card once per turn. Banish one face-up Starfrost monster or one Visa Starfrost you control until the end phase. Special summon one heart monster with 3000 attack from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning condition. That monster can only activate its effects once and banish it face down during the end phase. If your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Being able to summon out Tryhard, Rise Heart, Prime Heart, and also Kaleido Heart is very powerful. So this might be a one of staple in a couple of my decks that I'm testing. But I wonder what you guys think about this new Starfrost lore support. And honestly, I really like it. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.